Hey, what's up everybody? This is Evan, that's Danny. We are Adventure.Happy, and we've been getting some questions recently about backpacking gear.
This is Cosley.
This is Cosley, he wants to be in the video too. Specifically, our friend Matt from Matty Outdoors, another great YouTube channel up here in Canada, in Alberta, in the Canadian Rockies, who covers a lot of the same sort of stuff. He did a video on his favorite 5 pieces of backpacking gear, and he tagged us in it, so here you go, Matt. Here's the response. This is 5 pieces of gear that we love. There's been a lot of requests. We've been hearing from people that they want to hear a little bit more about gear from us. So we're going to start talking about it a little bit. So it should be good.
Yeah.
Danny, what you got?
Okay, so number 1, I'm going to use this first because the dog is really interested in them. So over the last few years, I've been creating majority of our backpacking food. I find that it's really nice to be able to have something that we've created at home, that you can control what you put into it, and it's a whole lot cheaper. So a couple years ago, I got me a dehydrator for Christmas, and I've been playing around with it. So yeah, I know it's kind of not really something that you bring on the trail with you, because that would be ridiculous, but it does have a huge impact on how we eat and how much we eat and the things that we enjoy when we're on the trail. So that is definitely number 1. I didn't bring the dehydrator up here because it's giant and it's sitting downstairs at the moment. But some of the stuff that I've dehydrated for this upcoming season.
Nice.
Yeah.
So number 1, favorite piece of gear, and these are in no particular order, but a gravity water filter. This is the Platypus Gravity Works. We've been using this for 5 years, something like that, right? As long as we've been backpacking. Yeah, about 5 years now. This is our 5th season.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be number 5.
I've tried the Sawyer Squeeze. I know people love it and they swear by it, but there's just something about the laziness factor of being able to just fill a bag with water, hang it up in a tree, go do other stuff, and then when you come back, you got all your water for the camping experience all done. It takes no effort. We do have a Sawyer Squeeze with a gravity system for that we're going to be playing around with as well this year coming up, just to try to do a slightly more lightweight version. And this thing is pretty bulky and large, but it is great, especially if you're doing sort of a base camp type of a situation. You're not trying to knock off a lot of miles. It's awesome to be able to just dunk it, hang it, and then get all your water with 0 effort. So love gravity filters, highly recommended if you haven't tried one.
All right, number 3.
Number 3. What you got?
All right, sleeping pad. So we both use the Thermarest Neo Air X Lite. We were a little apprehensive about getting them at first because, as you can hear, they're a little bit noisy. When they're blown up not to full capacity, they're quite noisy. Once they are actually filled all the way up, they're not noisy at all, and you don't even notice them. They're crazy light. Do you remember how much?
I want to say about 14 ounces.
Yeah.
Something like that.
They pack down to relatively small, like they're like this big once they're all rolled up. And they're really comfortable. We've used them, this will probably be, I think, year 3 or 4 with these mattress pads, I think 4. We haven't had any issues with them leaking. Sometimes they get a little bit soft in the morning, you just blow them up a little bit if you are sleeping on them for multiple nights, but that's the same with any kind of inflatable mattress pad that you're going to run into. So highly recommend this mattress pad if you are looking at a lightweight option. They are a little bit pricey. I think they run about $190 Canadian, but at the same time,
you can't put a price on a good night's sleep.
Absolutely, it makes a huge difference to how the rest of your hike is going to go and your comfort levels and all those kinds of things.
All right, next up, this is truly one of my favorite pieces of gear. This is my Gossamer Gear Gorilla backpack. It's a fantastic ultralight backpack. It's got some great features. We'll be doing a more thorough review. This is just kind of a general thing saying, hey, I love this thing. I know that Danny also loves her pack. She rocks a ULA Own 2.0. And I mean, really, there's great packs from a lot of different manufacturers, whether you want to go small cottage brands like these guys, or you just want to go to your local REI or whatever and get an Osprey. There's tons of great backpacks out there. definitely makes a huge difference in the quality of your time on the trail. Having a pack that's comfortable, that isn't overly heavy, and that fits you very well. So, love this pack. It's been great. Look for a full review coming soon.
All right, and then we both rock hiking quilts. For the first couple of years, we both had sleeping bags, and they worked relatively well. But with sleeping bags, you also have, zippers, which take up some weight. And for me, I like to move around a lot when I'm sleeping, so I get all tangled up, and then in the morning, I'm so tangled up that it's hard to get with a sleeping bag. So a couple of years ago, I invested in a hammock gear burrow. So this is a 0-degree bag, so it goes technically down to about minus 15-ish Celsius, minus 20-ish. Well, I don't know the conversions at the top of my head. However, it's super, super warm. As you can see, it's very fluffy, and you can also customize it to your liking. So you can customize the color, you can customize the fill. If you don't need a 0-degree bag and you want to go with like a 20-degree, whatever works best for you, you do have those customization options. They are open, so it doesn't zip all the way back up around you, and when you're sitting on the ground like we do, it does take some getting used to. So if you are looking in the quilt realm, I recommend going with a extra wide version if you are sleeping on the ground, because you need to be able to move it around you. There are options for foot boxes as well, so mine is snaps. Evan has no lightened equipment.
Revelation 10-degree model. Yeah.
Right. And he has a zipper on the bottom, and I believe you also had extra. Did you put extra down your? Oh, okay.
No, I just had it as normal, I believe.
Yeah, but you also have the option of putting extra down, say in your foot box, so that if you get really warm, really cold feet overnight,
which I do.
Which yes, he does. You have that option to give yourself a little extra warmth as well. So it saves a lot of weight. It's super comfortable. They're super fluffy, and you have a lot of customizations. In comparison to say like a sleeping bag of similar weight, it's probably pretty close dollar for dollar, because those really lightweight down sleeping bags are quite expensive.
Yeah, you have to sort of, pay a bit of a premium as a Canadian backpacker, but there are some cool new manufacturers looking starting to pop up now. So really excited to see what's coming down the pipe.
Yeah.
A little bit more locally.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. And a bonus piece of gear, because Causey needs to say too.
He was very excited when we brought this upstairs.
He was. He lost his mind every time he sees it. He's like, "All right, it's adventure time." But this is a Mountain Smith K9 backpack. Causey loves it. Super comfortable for him. It's got a great sturdy carrying handle, big pockets, lots of storage space. If you're going to be hiking with a furry friend, it is great to be able to offload a little bit of their gear to them. I still carry all of his food because that's the heaviest stuff. But being able to put his treats, his sleeping quilt, his
poop bags,
that sort of stuff, in his own gear, so everything's easily accessible, is really nice for sure. And he's really comfortable in it, and like I said, gets excited when he sees it come out, because it means fun times are happening. Alright, well, thanks for watching, everybody. That is just a quick look at some of our favorite pieces of backpacking gear. There will be more in-depth reviews coming on everything we talked about in the future here. Do a quick little video talking about some of these things. So, thanks for watching. See you on the trail.
They're magic tea mugs.
Mm-hmm.
They're so cool.